But no, let's watch it and comment on it. But I don't know. It's really iconic to me, and there is something moving about it, and I like the movie. Also, Robin Williams is awesome.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
This is your file. Just send it back to the judge for evaluation.
Hey, you're not gonna fail me, are you?
Matt Damon.
What's it say?
Want to read?
Why? Have you had any experience with that?
20 years of counseling. Yeah, I've seen some pretty awful shit.
I mean, have you had any experience with that?
Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Sure ain't good. So, what is it like? Will has an attachment disorder? Is it all that stuff? Fear of abandonment?
He's learned the jargon.
Is that why I broke up with Skylar?
I didn't know you had.
I did.
You want to talk about it?
No.
Hey, Will. I don't know a lot. You see this? All this shit. This is not your fault.
Yeah, I know that.
Look at me, son.
Boy, he went in.
It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
I know.
No, you don't. It's not your fault.
I know.
It's not your fault.
All right.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't cuff with me. It's not your fault.
Don't fuck with me, all right? Don't fuck with me, Sean, not you.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's funny how each of us gets mesmerized. We just got quiet. Right?
Yeah.
But
I
you
forgot
talk
we were
about-
filming this.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think it's a powerful movie. Robin Williams did a heck of a job.
Yeah.
Similar to the Sopranos when we're good
Yeah.
therapists. I mean, I think we all aspire for those moments where we break through. At least I know I do. For a client, whether they see the insight in Sopranos or, with Will, just getting rid of the defense mechanisms, right? To relieve yourself of the pain, the burden you've carried. So we going a little too deep.
Yeah, you're right. Dude. I completely forgot we were filming this thing. I got really into. I got really.
Hey,
I
the
got
camera's gonna
roasted.
show you leaning in.
Yeah, and I mean, because there's things in there that you wouldn't typically be doing in therapy, like, I guess you could be doing it, but like just like telling someone it's not your fault. It's not going to really do much to tell someone it's not their fault.
It can. I think that when we're being honest with ourselves about what we actually do in the room, if you read the room right, the client right, the situation right, you can say something like that and know that this is therapeutic and this is also, it's not some kind of permission. It's not some kind of, it doesn't have to go beyond that. I think too often when we're thinking too much in the room and not being present with our emotions, we don't give ourselves that opportunity to say the thing.
Being authentic.
He didn't say what? It's not your fault. It's 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
He repeated that. 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
We say too much sometimes. We do too much. Feng shui, less is more. We need to be open to that.
Yeah, and so, and I guess what I mean is like to tell someone with trauma that has internalized that it's their fault intellectually. No, it's not your fault. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I know it's not my fault. It's not that in and of itself isn't going to do it. But what you're pointing to and what's powerful in there, but it's happening in this context of like there's this really raw, deep connect. That's what's really happening.
Yeah.
There's this really
He didn't
deep
stop
connection.
at the head. He got
and
to
he's
the
having
heart.
someone that he's actually attached to.
Yeah.
Because and when you see the context in the movie too, someone he's actually attached to, that's not turning away from his pain, and they're having like a real like kind of corrective moment together. You know, that I think is really powerful. And I mean, it's very dramatic and the hugging and everything. But I don't know. It speaks to something that I think is meaningful, and it goes to the human connection part of it. That's the part that's hard to kind of quantify or something if you're studying it or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's really often the powerful thing. And the last thing I'll say about it that made me think of you, Craig, actually was one thing I got from you and like your mentorship when I was, coming up getting supervised and everything was, I mean, sometimes you got to take a chance, particularly with doing stuff with like substance use things, but otherwise of like, and I've done some groups with you, and every once in a while, sometimes you got to swing, you got to just take a chance with something, do something outside the box, and like see what happens.
Because taking the chance is reading the room, trusting your gut, right? Mm-hmm. And you get through that in time because of what I like about the movie is Professor Lumbo, whatever his name is. He went through all these intellectuals. Mm-hmm. And the best therapy he went to school with this guy from Southie. Mm-hmm. So I think you take a chance. You have to.
Well, funny you should
That's
say
the
that.
piece that lets people see it.
Because I think that's what we're about to tackle right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually what's